Want a job?
I said piss off, lady. Don't you understand English?
I need a girl right now and you're perfect. Threesome at the Hyatt. Couple of hours tops. It's 300.
From 2011 comes X, a low-budget thriller set in and around Sydney's seedy red light district, King's Cross. X follows the misadventures of Holly and Shay, two sex workers on the run after witnessing a murder. Holly is older, experienced and high-end. As a contrast to the grim feel of the rest of the film, X begins with Holly showcasing a male sex worker to a group of respectable champagne-sipping middle-aged women. Holly's saved enough money to retire and she's hoping to relocate to Paris to start a new life. Shay, on the other hand, is a teenage runaway trying to make a few bucks working on the street. Fate brings them together and soon their lives are in danger because of what they've seen.
X is directed by John Hewitt, who has a background making low-budget genre films. X is probably closest in spirit to his 1999 police procedural / serial killer film Red Bull, in that while it's not exactly social realism, it is set in the underbelly of Australian society and filled with characters from the fringes.
What are you after, handsome?
A hand job? How much?
50?
Without a condom and dirty talk.
While at times it seems to revel in its world of paid sex work, it also presents Holly and Shay as rounded, strong and complex characters.
And while X presents the world of violence, drug addiction and exploitation as grim and dangerous, it also highlights the role that misogyny plays in such a world as primarily a cause rather than an effect.
Thomas, this is quite an interesting film, isn't it? In that it kind of, I don't know, at times I felt like it really was enjoying the fact that there's all this seedy violence and sex, but then on the other hand it's kind of critiquing it and saying men are awful, these poor women.
It kind of comes from the more interesting aspect of the exploitation cinema tradition, which was kind of having its cake and eating it too. Because, you know, the spectacle of, you know, the sexual acts and then the really over-the-top violence is definitely there for the pleasure of the viewer. And yet the film at the same time is being critical of this world and the men who control this world and subject women to this sort of thing. So yeah, it's playing it both ways, but it kind of works.
X delivers on its promise of delivering gritty, intense and seedy thrills. This is a violent film with lots of sex, nudity and drugs. It's not afraid to get ugly, but nor does it shy away from delivering some vicarious thrills either.